Hello everybody, this is ZigZagZog coming to you from somewhere in this world, and we now have a chance after our last mission against the Pure to maybe have a moment to focus on the Behemoth that has made its appearance over here off the coast of China. So what I'm thinking to do, one of our equipped airships, it's not the Mantisaur, it's the other one that's over here, has weaponry. The other plane with weaponry, well, it's in North Africa, a long ways away from the Behemoth at the moment. But eventually we'll get both those airships that are equipped to fight the flyers that it sends off over to where they need to be, and then hopefully keeps at least one other team totally flying, or some kind of hybrid version of that. So what I'm hoping to do is gain, I'm going to come here with this question mark and hope it gives me some other question mark sites that will then give me a direct link over here, so I don't have to go, you know, around the polar, or what used to be the polar ice cap here, and come over this way, and I can have a more direct route. So we're going to do this little thing with the hopes of picking up another point of interest. If I do not get lucky with this one, I'll probably check out this, but that's the most I'm going to spend. If I don't get my link after those two explorations, well, guess what? We're going to fly around the long way if we have to. I'm just hoping we get that short link. And so that's where we are here. The other ships flying back to our main base in North Africa so we can shuffle recruits, because we had a tough injury battle. we need to say no more. We had a tough battle last time, and some people need some healing. So let's just get this thing going. That's all I have to say. Oh, and the other thing, notice the Behemoth, the disruption points are now 21. So the first time, that's a nice thing about this void omen thing. When it first appears and the Behemoth is on the map, it doesn't click in. So we got a little reprieve the first time the Behemoth was out, but oh boy, no more reprieve anymore. We now need, because of that void omen, we need 21 disruption points to make that flyer go away. Or he sends out enough flyers that he just tires out and goes back to sleep in the ocean on his own. So we'll see which way it's going to be. So let's get going. And, well, we found another question mark. Does it allow us? And it's just enough to fly over here towards the Behemoth. So that's what I think we'll do. We'll come over and check this with both our airships here. My wish was granted. My wish was actually granted. So we're going to come over and explore this site as we wait for the Behemoth to send out flyers. We will have one airship to attack any flyers, but they will have passengers. It will not have any dodge modules, because I'm not near a base unless I fly that one ship over here to equip, you know, a dodge. But then I would have to leave soldiers here, because then I wouldn't have the far M. So I think we're just gonna, the dodge modules really didn't help us that much the first round, so I'm gonna take the chance to play without them right away. And then the nearest base over here, should my airships need repairing, well, we got one down here, and I would be able to repair there, and that's the closest base. So after air battles, if we get all shot up, depending on how he ends up flying the Behemoth, at least I have a place to get fixed up semi-near. I guess it's closer than this base, but then I'm rambling. Let's get going. The Aurora and the Mantisaur.
Research complete.
All right, so we finished Synedrian aircraft technology, so we're going to start having new weaponry available. And let's see, is there any of it over here? Synedrian Sky Defense Ops. Now, manufacturing-wise, I do get some new weapons out there, or do I? It doesn't look like it. Oh, just the Helios. So I got to do the next. I'm gonna have to do the next research if I want to. I'm gonna have to stick it in there. I'm gonna have to do say, the Synedrian Sky Defense Ops to unlock. That's only 4 hours also. So let's put it over here. Let's do that, and we'll have to do that with each. So technically, each of these, to get access to manufacturing different armaments, if we decide we want, it's going to be an 8-hour process with each of these. So the first one is unlocking the aircraft. The next one is unlocking the weapons. So that's the way it looks like it's going to flow. Let's keep going. And the Pandorans have initiated a raid flight. We have at least made it back here. Manufacturing-wise, a next Manticore is coming out. So what I will do right now is what I'm thinking of is, let's find out from the Air Force which of our airships. It should be the Landon Avery that's at our base, is what I'm thinking. So let's unload the Landon Avery to our Phoenix Point base, because we'll have another airship coming out that we can then put these folks on. At least that way the Landon Avery will get going as quick as possible to where we need it to go to help out with the Behemoth. Because I saw 2 flights initiated from the Behemoth, and it looks like we got to get moving as fast as possible. So Landon Avery, you once again are going to become a battle pilot, air-to-air battle pilot, and we are going to, re-equip the Landon Avery right here. And all I'm going to do is take out the far end module and replace it with the Dodge module. And there we are. We're ready to fly over to the China area. And let's get that going with the Landon Avery. So let's fly out this way. Now, where are the flyers going, you say? Well, right now to that haven. And right now, this one's flying past, say, I'm guessing over to here. So why don't we fly the Landon Avery here for starters? And then over here, well, we might not be exploring after all. Or I take one airship to go against this, which will be on this haven. See if we can't shoot it down. And this, unfortunately, is not flying. So New Jericho will not be able to help us with an aircraft right here. So this is definitely not ideal, but it's what we have to deal with, and that's just the way it goes. Now, as far as our other airship, in case something else pops up that we need to get to, we've got at our base, excuse me, I need to refresh my memory on the other the Reborn is the one that's over here. And right now the Reborn does have, we only have 3 individuals on there, so we could easily, what I will probably do here is get the vehicle, which should be repaired, onto the Reborn, and then when our other Manticore is done in 11 hours, we'll have it join that team that's out there right now. But we got to make sure all the personnel have, yeah, they could stay here just a few minutes just to regain stamina and be ready to fly. We don't want to, oh, the Mantisaur, oh, that's right, Patchwork's way on the other side of the, I was thinking Patchwork was back in, holy smokes, not having played in a while makes me forget things. So what we have to do instead is load up so we are ready to fly with this ship. So the Reborn needs 3 more soldiers. Right now 2 heavies and an infiltrator. So who can we add to it? That kind of balances out the team maybe a tiny bit. Well, Nefertiti, you're ready to fly. You're on the Reborn. This dude, you're ready to fly. You're on the Reborn. We already have 2 heavies on the Reborn, so I don't necessarily want to unbalance things again on that one ship. What I can also take, who I can also take out is Blimpy. So this ship has a little bit of a balance as far as classes go. Absolutely no snipers at the moment. And that's just the way we're going to fly right now. I'm not going to spend a lot. I had some recommendations. Hey, since you have so many heavies, and I thought maybe I needed to start differentiating them a little bit by maybe using sniper helmets, as somebody pointed out, could be an option for us just for improving aim. You know, accuracy, I don't have a sniper helmet ready, and I'm not going to stick around to make one that much. But hey, Ramex, why don't we at least... Now you guys, really I focus and use you for rockets and grenades, but hey, for those occasional times, and even with return fire, at least you don't have that aim penalty. And let's face it, the heavy helmets really don't prevent all that much from the heads being taken out when they get targeted. So... I mean, we're looking at armor 26 versus versus armor 10. It's not a huge difference when the head is shot at to protect the head. So we're going to go ahead and do that just to improve someone's aim. We will, when we have a chance, after we do some air game stuff, see if we can't start differentiating some of our heavies a little bit, since we were blessed with so many at the beginning of this particular season. So that is a goal of mine that we will work towards. And in the meantime, actually, we could probably afford you to carry a third rocket, and we'll do that. Slightly over encumbered, nothing hideous. And I'm just going to move it there and switch places. There we go. All right, so this team is ready to go out. Let's just double check. And well, no, they're gonna stay here for a tiny bit while we wait for the Manticore. The other airship is flying. So now let's get back over to the other side of the map. And then as soon as we get to this point, I'll make the call about sending one of the airships down here and potentially exploring with just one of them.
Research complete.
All right, so we got some new weaponry. And the question becomes, we have a fire suppression system, which actually sounds kind of useful based on some of the adversaries we've had in the air game, getting us to burn a little bit. But we also have the laser gun, does not punch through armor, but it does have greater distance to start shooting. And then we have the Synedrian's incinerator missiles. So we'll have to figure out what I think I would like to potentially... What's going to do us the best? I'm going to build... Well, I'm going to build one of each for our airships, because eventually I'm going to want more weapons on more than just two, so we have more flexibility. I'm wondering if I need counters fire weapons. Well, I guess I have the income to build one of each, and that's just what I'm going to do. Build one of theirs, build a countermeasure, and build our own fire-breathing missile to shoot on folks. So there, we're just going to go like this for now, and that's it. What I will do, just because we're here and I talked about it, we're going to go for a nice helmet, although I don't have... Well, we're just going to have to go with our standard, because I don't have access to the Synedrian armor yet. So this does improve accuracy 8%. Let's build another sniper helmet for another one of our heavies to differentiate them also. And that's how we're starting here. Okay, we've made it here. The Aurora is the one to send out. Aurora only has 3 individuals on it, so we'll still have an okay team with a vehicle in case we get ambushed up here. And I'm thinking, let's get down here with the Aurora to take care. And it's only little Charuns that are coming our way so far, so we still have a chance, if they have the right weaponry, to shoot it down with just one airship. Then again, if we get hurt, it's not hideously far to get repaired. So let's get flying, and then we'll have our other airship do the exploration right here and hope we don't get ambushed. We do have patchwork with this team to help protect them. We got Kenneth Archangel Colette, we got Red Jack as a priest, and we've got Mike Servando. And I think his head at the moment is in one piece. So yeah, that'll be a decent team, just in case we get ambushed. Let's go. Fort Jericho, yeah, the SOS. We know about that. We're on our way. Better late than never.
The Jericho Haven is under attack.
And we also now have a haven under attack way over here. Well, it's not way over here when you have two. Well, at the moment it's just one. And at the moment we could skip it if I felt I didn't want to do this with just one airship. But I'm thinking we can make it happen with just the Reborn. The Reborn has a good team on it, and the stamina's almost back up to full, so we're not going to take much of a stamina hit. We do have an infiltrator, and let's come down here and react. What the heck? Why not? We need potentially the supplies that this mission will give us, and we should have decent New Jericho help in the process. It is in the mist, though, so we'll have to take care of checking out our delirium after we're done.
Research complete.
All right, we finished this one, and we should then be able to do, yes, the Air Force Division, so we'll pop that up next so we can gain even some more weaponry. And as the Behemoth's flyers improve, we can adjust our weaponry as we get it researched. So there. And we got growth spurt here, so we did not get ambushed. At the site of what used to be a lake, our operatives discover an unsettling sight. The entire surface of the water is overgrown with a thick layer of what appears to be dry, flaky skin. Gross. In the middle of the lake is a large orifice which pumps out a sticky greenish liquid that has formed a small river. A Synedrian science team led by Dr. Amanda Barlow has set up camp nearby. I've never seen anything like it, she says, and while I'm all in favor of life and science and all that, my personal inclination is to nuke the site from orbit. If only we had nukes and spaceships. Well, we do have dynamite, so that's one possibility. We could also contribute to Dr. Barlow's research, which would therefore more than likely help our own. And I can afford to do both of these. So I guess I'll spend my bit of tech and gain some more science here. And there's our research. I guess we'll keep studying this, whatever this is, Dr. Barlow says with a resigned shrug. Maybe we'll figure out what it does. Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't do anything and the Pandora virus is just insane. Who knows? Anyway, I'll make sure all the data we retrieve is shared with the Phoenix Project. Okay. And now we need to, I guess what I'll do temporarily is bring this. We have another exploration site here, and I might as well get it before it's in the mist, and it'll keep our two airships relatively close to each other in case some land mission pops up in between all this.
Research complete.
And we got some new weaponry available. As much as I might want to build some of this, the railgun have use with. I don't find the gadfly all that amazing for just my personal taste. Armor plates could come in handy if the right enemies start appearing. But I'm not going to build anything right away, but it's nice to have those available now. Let's keep flying. It's going to take a while for our airship to get there. That New Jericho, New Haven, good things may not happen. Uh-oh, more Pandoran intelligence on evolution. So we now have, what is this? The Robogus? Acid worms. So there you go. We get to deal with acid now. It does not have the upgraded legs yet. Okay, maybe it does. Oh, no. Goo bombs! The goo guys here now. And we don't have a lot of access to goo boots and things like that yet. So we're going to have to be aware of that. We may face on this Haven defense we're going down to. Guess what we might be facing now? A little bit of goo and a little bit of stomp attack. We'll find out when we get there. Yikes. An upgraded Acheron. Let's go see what he brings to the table. Call reinforcements. Is this our first call reinforcement Acheron? Odds are we will therefore then see one. He has Cure Spray. He can restore Pandoran armor. So in addition to calling reinforcements, he can heal a lot of the enemy. And then just some other basic stuff that we see. Although I do not see... Yeah, I do not see the icky spray that. So this one is more dangerous in healing the Pandorans around him and calling reinforcements. So prolonging their attack, I guess. And finally, I don't like the colors on that. It looks ugly. And what can it do? Resurrect corpses now. It does do Confusion Cloud. Now there's a more offensive spray, if you want my opinion. And Delirium Cloud and a goo spray. Oh yeah, because doesn't the goo spray usually have acid involved, or is that not yet? I don't quite see that it's got the acid involved yet, but I guess we'll find out when we get there. What does this say? Yeah, poison and acid. There we go. Yikes. We don't like that. In fact, I forgot to look at the arms on the last one. And it just healing arms. So this really is it's weird to say, but I'd almost rather face the one that's calling reinforcements than the other one right now. Oh well, let's see if I change my mind depending on which ones we face coming up here real quick. Okay, we got our air game going. And we're going to see if we can take this down. Now this... Oh, no. They have a void chamber already. Oh no, this does amazing damage, and we don't have a lot of armor defense against it, so we're going for that first. We have no dodge against it, but we've got to hope we can take it out sooner rather than later. And this is where you wish you had maybe some longer range weaponry to go after it, because this has a long range, 1400 versus our 13 and 16. So yeah, we may not survive. Well, we'll make sure we survive. How about that? But we may not be taking down this card. Let's find out. And let's focus on this thing right from the start. So our first shots that we get are going after it. And this thing has 350 health, so it's going to take multi-shots. All our defenses are not so hefty. No, 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 no. Yikers, he gets first shot. Oh, well, that's the first one. It's this shot that I worry about. And he's going to get it off before we even have a chance to hit him. Oh, dodge, please. No. Well, we lost one weapon already. As long as we have a weapon to shoot, I'm going to keep going at it, because we did hit, and we don't have any more weapons. We need to disengage. All right, so all we can do is, so much for helping the New Jericho Haven. All we can do once we retreat is fly down to our base and get repaired and go at them again. What can I say? We'll go at them again. No disruption points off of that one. That's why we really need to be able to come out here with more weaponry. We still got this guy a good distance away. Yikers. A lot going on. Let's keep going.
Research complete.
Okay, finish the Tiamat. We do have more research, and we'll do the Tiamat weaponry in case that seems like the right fit at some point. And we're going to keep going manufacturing. We almost got a third potential airship to go out. Maybe I'll have to do that instead of using it for a ground game, since their weaponry, if they've got the void chambers now, I may need a few extra airships here and there. We shall see. So is this airship's not there yet?
In his essays, my great-grandfather recounts the story of the ill-fated Chinling Bashan expedition of 1915 and the journal of Lei Meng, the leader of the mission, who found evidence of a forgotten proto-civilization deep below the ground. There is also mention of James Dawson, a British photographer who stole most of the precious samples recovered by the team. What became of Dawson has always been a mystery, but now I know the mundane truth. He died here in the mountains, forgotten and alone. This proto-civilization, could it hold the key to defeating the Pandora virus? They say history repeats itself. Has all of this happened before?
I don't know, but all I can say is we retreated to a story mission site, And this is one where there was no mission. It just unlocked the story here. So the coordinates in Syme's notes have led our operatives to a small abandoned camp high up in the mountains. Behind it lies the entrance to a cave. And by investigating, the cave contains the corpse of a Caucasian male. It is hard to identify at first, as it is overgrown with yellow, sickly-looking leaves sprouting from their shriveled skin. A backpack on the floor contains faded photographs and broken specimen jars. Syme seemed to have taken what he needed, but even what remains is enough to revolutionize our understanding of this planet's biological history. Our analysis of the leaves growing from the body show that this organism contains traces of the Pandora virus, but a different, older strain. The implications of this discovery warrant further study. Okay, now this airship needs to get itself repaired as quickly as we can, so we're bringing it down here. And we've made it. It's nighttime. Well, let's see how much time remains and how close the daytime thing is, because I hate to do a missed mission at night. Where's oh, the switch to day is not far away. This is the timeline that switches to daytime. So we are not in danger of having this mission go away. So I'm going to wait till daytime. If we're going to be in the mist, I want daytime, because we're already dealing with more mist. Yeah, we are. So let's continue.
Research complete.
And we finished our acid worm autopsy. Oh, the one thing I didn't do is I didn't put in the Anu. We have acid resistance technology, the Anu air weapons. Oh, I did already finish that, because they aren't here. Oh wait, I did, but I didn't move it up. There we go. That explains why it wasn't making sense to me. So we've got that next till we unlock the Anu weapons. And then we will also take our new acid resistance technology. It's only a 6-hour thing to give us that access to this vest here, the acid resistance vest, which, based on how some of the enemies have been adjusted, well, guess what? This can play a role for us. So let's put it in there, and we'll move it around once we finish a couple of these. Well, actually, after we do the fireworm autopsy, we'll redo and relook at our research order at that point. Okay, our new aircraft. How lovely is that? And what I can do with this one, since I want to use it right for the air game, is I can do it, the closest one, I can put it right into Southeast Asia. And then I can wait a little bit longer while the weapons build, and then it'll be as close as possible to send it out. And I'll have 3 aircraft, because now that I'm seeing void chambers, I'm really feeling like a third aircraft is warranted to go against the Behemoth's air game. So let's make it go there. And then that's something else we need to look at, is we'll have to come up with a name for the new airship, the Manticore 6 down here. And fortunately, the airbase is active there, so we will be able to equip once the weaponry is made. Okay, let's get back to where we were. And let's get the date line to go by, and then we got ourselves a mission. Okay, we got ourselves an exploration. Let's get back to the mission. And Landon Avery's not too far away anymore, so we'll finally have some air game in the area of the Behemoth coming up really soon. Okay, it is now daytime, or should be. Yes. So, fortunately, they outnumber in strength, but that does not mean this will be an easy battle. And let's get this mission started. Aramex, we are barely down in stamina there, so it won't affect us too badly, hopefully. But let's go make sure we're equipped as possible. You're slightly over encumbered. I'm fine with that. And I may, well, you know what we can do as a heavy, I don't mind popping in a point of strength. You will, because you have 4 in delirium and you aren't quite maxed out, you're losing 1 point of willpower. Oh well, let's make you unencumbered anymore. You're no longer encumbered, over encumbered, whatever I'm trying to say here. And Gleaser, you are here with grenades. You're grenade heavy. Yeah, you definitely get hit strength-wise with your survivor, so you can't carry as much as I might prefer you to carry. But we'll leave it just like this for now. And what I will do is leave it just like that. You're about as... Since you can't carry more, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? You have the ability to carry more, and since this is not a scavenge mission, I'm going to equip you that way, so you have flexibility to help us out. Initially, probably, yeah, we'll put that there. We're going to put this back up here. I'm not sacrificing spider drones, as expensive as they are. What I will do is get you more ammo this way, so if we do weaken an enemy down, you have a way, you can be a finisher. And since this is a more mist and it's harder to keep you always from running through the mist to get exposed, I'm going to give you a pop of strength right here, just in case we have to deal with things being exposed. And then we got Nefertiti. Haven't seen you in a while, Nefertiti. We do have an obliterator, and we can definitely give you a purification grenade. We can definitely give you this grenade. We'll definitely give you more ammo for that weapon. And is there anything else? Part of me says it might not be bad for us to have you equip that. And what I will do, take away one of those grenades. That way, if we do get someone exposed without too much armor, you can come in and just blast away and help us out that way. So there you go. Now you can switch around anything, so it's not a problem what's where right now. I can get to all my grenades without a problem. What I'm going to do is you have Nefertiti. Yeah, absolutely no issues. I'm going to build up some willpower because you have no delirium issues right now as you've been healed up nicely. I guess we could have saved that for a little onslaught. But for now, with maybe a quick aim and aimed burst available, we'll hold off on the onslaught and give you some willpower so maybe we can get some good bursts out of you. This dude, you have room to carry more. Is there something else I want to look at for you? This is what I'm thinking for you is let's have a way to zap something. If we have the ability to make a capture along the way, we'll do it. And there you go. And Blimpy. So we do have turrets. One day maybe we'll get to laser weaponry and we can upgrade the turrets to really start doing some damage. But I'll take them as they are for now. And you do have healing arms. I'm not going to make any more changes with you. What I can do, we don't have remote control yet. We do have electric reinforcement. So health is okay. Speed is not amazing. But I'm going with the willpower for that electric reinforcement that can sometimes help us out, depending on who we're facing. So there you go. And the other thing is there? Oh yeah, your slots are full. So just wondering if there's another way you'd be able to help us. Well, your speed isn't amazing for getting up close, so I don't think we'll do that. The other thing I can do is look at my heavies. As far as them being able to jump forward, I was thinking we could get you jumping forward, and then action points to use. It's a single action. Could be an option, but since you can't carry it, so I think we're ready. Let's get down there and make this happen. This is something we haven't done in a while with a single team, 6 soldiers going out on this thing. And we could have taken up to 9 while we have the extra mist. We have the extra slot. But we just don't have the airships to make it possible right now. So we're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way with a squad of 6. We'll see you down there. Okay, let's get a sense of where we're started. We got definitely jet jump locations for our individuals, and I do have some paths, fortunately, even with the extra mist. We didn't get the... with the extra mist void omen, you can have varying degrees of extra mist, and we did not get the worst amount of mist that one could get. Now, we don't know where the enemies might be, so we need to find out where they are. One way that I try starting out with that right off the bat is sometimes with just sending spider drones off into the distance and see if they see something for us. So we'll send one on this side, and we found something. Oh my lord! Okay, there is Revenant resistance on this mission. That means there's a Revenant around. I wonder who it will be this time. Is this our first Revenant that we're facing? I can't recall. I think it might be. So damage from the first hit in a turn is reduced by 50%. That is the resistance that they have. This does not look like the goo guy, though. It could be the acid shooter that we recently had evolved. We'll take a closer look in a moment. So killing the Revenant will not remove the resistance from any Pandoran that already has it. Of course, any reinforcements will not receive it. Well, this mission usually, unless we have an Acheron that calls reinforcements, usually won't see reinforcements. So there you go. And the first thing I want to do is find out Chiron Robogus. Yeah, so this is not the Revenant person. This is not who we're looking for as the returning individual, but it is the acid shooter, and that's what I wanted to make sure. Okay, so we'll see. Hopefully he can't shoot it over this building, so technically maybe we're safe. Why don't you do us a favor, Jonathan, and shoot one over on this side and see if we're dealing with anything over here. I'll keep it right here so we have maybe double vision in 2 directions from this placed thing. And we found something hiding in the shadows. We found 2 somethings hiding in the shadows. The footpad, I don't think the footpads have amazing, yeah, he does not have an amazing weapon. And then this guy, he's a brute prime, so he's an up close, a little less up close with the spit, but he's still an up close kind of a guy. Oof. So we got to remember, our first attack is only half strength. After that, it's okay. So we'll have to do, say, our weakest potential attack on the as part of the first move. Trying to think how I want to position. They'll be coming around the building at us. They will see this thing. Jonathan, fortunately, is not in cover, but he also cannot be seen right off the bat. It would be nice if I could find some openings for turrets, although all the New Jericho buildings have those annoying walls, which makes putting turrets up high not ideal. Now, this particular rooftop has barbed wire, which I would think are more appropriate for a turret. Before we get going, I think I might as well put a little electric reinforcement on everybody. Probably. I guess what I'm going to do for starters is we're going to jump up to the rooftop. Of course, I don't really need to pick up this extra will that we got going right now, so maybe I don't. I'll do the jump next time, because I should actually, on the ground, be able to do this and reach these guys. Maybe clear away some mist, take away a little armor for some of those follow-up attacks that we send this way, and approach it that way. All right. I see red, and red is always good. So we mostly did a direct hit on this guy. We took away a little armor there. And this guy will be able to regenerate. And that technically should be the first attack. So and let me just read that. It's the first attack of a turn, right? I just want to reread that. Yeah, in a turn. So this is our round, our turn. So this is the first attack of the turn. So all other future attacks should be better. And so therefore, I'm thinking that we will. Not enough action points. Yeah, oh yeah, I gotta go that way before I have the rocket. Am I feeling a little rusty after my little layoff? Well, perhaps. It's been pointed out to me that it looked like my gameplay last episode was a little rusty after that bit of a layoff we had. But we'll get back in the flow quicker than you know. Oh, and by the way, I'll just throw it out right now. It is official. The 1.0 Terror from the Void is released, and it's official as of yesterday. So this is the first day I'm playing with the official 1.0 released version. We probably won't. We've been having it evolve as we go, so we won't see any big differences from when we start, from last episode or anything. But it is officially released, just for anybody else, your knowledge, in case you've been holding off for that to happen before you play yourself. But let's get this rocket going. And we took out the head of the individual in the back, and we did a little more removing of armor. And this guy's just in trouble. He's bleeding 80. He will not be able to heal himself fast enough. Triton footpad, Triton. So none of these are a named individual. So I don't know where our Revenant is yet. The actual Revenant. We just have regular Arthrons yet. We haven't found our actual Revenant individual yet. So we don't know who's come back to haunt us on this mission. Hopefully we'll find out soon. Now what I will do in the meantime is, Gleaser, I will send you to jump up higher. It means you won't really have a shot, but I like the range it gives you. And maybe it'll prompt the acid guy to try shooting up at you. I don't know. I guess we'll find out where he tries shooting his worms. But let's do a jump up here to get you better range for your weaponry as we get going here. And you don't need to be at the edge in case there's a sniper, somewhere out there. What we will do is, don't really need to hunker down either. We just have your main weapon in case something jumps up here that we can't see right now to shoot at you, so you can return fire. So we'll just hang with you right there. I don't think I need reduced attack next turn. I don't think that's necessary because it's only the first next attack, so it's not like Boom Blast that would give me 2 shots with a grenade. So we'll just leave you right there. And now our people have to move around with their feet and their legs. So I'm thinking what I need to do is get positioned over here, because we're going to be having this Arthron coming towards us. And what we'll do is move in this direction and then overwatch against these guys coming towards us.
Going in.
That'll be our first maneuver here. We're not aware of any others yet by putting out the spider drones where we did. So this seems the next best thing. What I am going to do... Okay, you can't make it all the way up there. I was hoping to... I was thinking about trying a turret up there, but alas. I'm thinking I come here. I could then maybe throw a turret out. Let's bring it to the base of the ladder and we'll check out turrets. Right now, I'll tell you what. We're going to come here, like I said, and, well, it's probably a waste. There's no imminent threats to do electric reinforcement. I'll hang on to the will. We'll put you at the base of the ladder. That way I'll have the option next time to go up the ladder and place turrets if I decide it's warranted or not. And we'll have another Overwatch going out this way against that Arthron coming towards us. And that's going to be our turn for now. Spider drones are all set.
You're gonna love this.
Okay. So New Jericho so far helping us out a little. That guy seems okay. He's up there. Now they're coming after New Jericho, I would guess. Okay, is that the Revenant? Is that the Revenant? I don't know. He went back into the mist. That may be our guy, one of our former guys. We'll find out. The Pandorans were somehow stealing our dead and splicing them into new monstrosities. We would recognize them in the field because of some small, inconsequential detail. An involuntary spasm, betraying a familiar gesture, a terrifying scream, bearing the echo of a beloved voice. We should try capturing it. So, okay, he's going against New Jericho. That guy had a very ill-fated position to put himself in. This guy's shooting acid up onto the roof. Oh, he's able to go over. That is an amazing launcher. So we have acid worms on the ground. I see 2 of them right off the bat. Well, fortunately, we have a crossbow. We can get Jonathan Fenrir some quick action. Now, the Revenant I saw down here is back in the mist. What I'm going to do is see if we can locate this said Revenant wherever he is down here, and get a sense of who we're dealing with, who came back to us. And he's glowing red. That indicates usually it's machine haters. He's a mimic, and this is him right here. And let's go see exactly what weaponry he's carrying. Okay, welcome back, machine hater. You got a virus weapon, and wouldn't it be nice if I could get my capture team? My capture team, I say. The one person carrying a nerve razor is my it's my capture team. But let's see if we can wear Machine Hater down a little bit and then therefore capture him. We'll see where we have folks in the way. Maybe if you're nice, former Machine Hater, you'll go after the spider drone and not us. Wouldn't that be nice? So we really don't have anything immediate to go after. I'm going to send the spider drone this way. And what I'm going to do is let's start with Jonathan, see if he can take care of those worms for us since he's back here.
Ready to engage.
This one's going to be the easy one. This one should still be doable. Okay, so the worm threat is gone, and that allows us, therefore, to put out one more spider drone in case Machine Hater the Revenant decides to being a little too annoying for us. Let's get some backup out there. We do have a one free reload with spider drones, so that's available. Thank you, Jonathan. What I'm also thinking about, there's no immediate enemies. There is this guy that's shooting acid worms, which are a pain in the behind, but with, yeah, we should be able to take him out as he's heaving them, I hope. Now, will our Revenant friend have access to the roof over on this side? No. So there's no ladders I see to this lower level area of the building. So he will not be able to come up to us. If he's coming after us, it's going to be on the ground. And speaking of on the ground, there's another recapture of will for us on the second floor over here. So maybe he's going to go inside and go after machinery, since he is a machine hater still. Maybe that's his plan as the Revenant, is to go after the machines. I guess we'll find out. A spider drone is a machine. That would count. Let's see. So part of me says, the Aramex, now is the time for you to jump up high. And if he ends up going inside, we have close-up folks to deal with him inside. If we can find an opening to get in there. Well, an opening would be to come up to the top floor and gain access via the balcony to work on the Revenant. So maybe we all just work on going high right now. Not getting high, going high. I just wanted to point that out. So let's jump right here. And in the meantime, we can also be looking to go after the acid launching dude. In fact, we can start right here, right now. Take away some of that armor. And there we go. And we'll keep that weapon equipped just in case I've missed a staircase for Machine Hater to get up top. And we'll go along with a grenade. Now I could try dropping a grenade down here because it wouldn't kill our spider drone. And if he didn't go after it, it could still follow him. But I think we're gonna go for armor removal. That's what my heavies do. That's what I have them for. That's their main purpose, at least on this team. Who else do we have? Do I want to... yeah, I want to move you closer. Thank you, Gleaser. Now we're going to take Blimpy up high. In fact, we're going to take Blimpy up high here. Do I want to throw a turret? I'm not going to even throw the turret down because right now we only know of 3 enemies on the board. And there's no great place to plop a turret yet. So I'll bring you up here. You'll have your PDW in case he shoots worms onto the roof where we are. In fact, I'm bringing just about everybody up there. Now, Jonathan, I'm not showing that you're... Oh, yeah, you're not hidden anymore, as a matter of fact. So, because the worms landed next to you, so we'll have to see about getting you re-hidden coming up. Hopefully the worms go for us on the roof now. So we're just going to run forward to get our assaults ready to deal with the Revenant. One of our assaults does have...
I'm prepared.
A capture device. So we'll bring everybody assault weapon close range in case he goes indoors up top. We still will have the option to jump down off the building if he throws us for a loop. So there we go. I don't think there's anybody else left to do. Everybody else has moved. Let's end our turn. And yeah, that guy, he ran away, probably not far enough. Now the other New Jericho individual. He didn't fare as well as this guy, although he's going to bleed out. Okay, we have a siren maybe on the map? Yes, we do. We'll have to see what kind of siren that is. And he missed. Hopefully, it looks like he missed Jonathan. And it looks like the worms went up high. And we did get a return fire. That's what I was hoping. We might get a return fire from one of our heavies up there to keep wearing that guy down. Now we're going to be working on our Revenant. Machine Hater, we're going to be wearing you down, so hopefully I can get... And I got to find out which one. So it's you, this dude. You are the guy. And you'd be able to do a single zap at least this first turn. So do I dare get you that close? It's probably a good idea to do that with this siren over here now coming at us. Let's go see what kind of siren it is. Frenzy, so it does do mind control. does do mind control. That's what I was trying to figure out. So guess what? I can put up with the worms, my friends. I can deal with a worm or two right now, especially with Blimpy up here. We have 1, 2 worms. So Blimpy, I see you as a worm killer for me right now. I can come here, shoot. I'll probably need additional. I might need a bash over here, but you can come over and pick up this worm, Blimpy.
Not a problem. Target located.
Yeah. In fact, we'll send you there and see if you have a shot. All right. And I do believe, Aramex, we will have you do a little basharoo to take this thing out. And then let's take a look at what this shot looks like for you. I'm only going to look at it for now because it is a big target. But even so, I'm probably more interested right now in doing something like this. And wearing this thing down, so when it does, if she does manage to get a line of sight for mind control on anybody, I'm kind of leaning towards let's start weakening while we can. Getting through that armor while we can.
Check this out.
So that when we do get some shots, we can better make those shots through her armor. Now, Blimpy, I do believe now might be the time for putting out a turret. And oh yeah, I was hoping you might be able to throw one over the edge. But we're gonna put one at the edge. I'm a little worried. No, at the height you have to shoot down. If you'll be able to see through that opening. Well, guess what? We're gonna try it. And we can always pick it up if it doesn't work. There we go. And your turn is basically done.
Shake it, baby.
Gleeser, your turn is basically done. I'll put you up here, so we also have return fire here as a potential if this thing launches the worms like it did last time. And then we've got some other things to take care of. We got one spider drone that can reach over here, so we'll use it. And we're still just weakening armor. As far as, let's just do a quick check on how that armor is looking. 0 armor on the head. So if we do get mind controlled, unfortunately, if we can at least shoot the head. Yeah, she's hurting on a lot of those body points. So we're making progress. We're making progress. So I'm thinking, if we're lucky, let's see what we can do to Machine Hater over here. No offense, Machine Hater, by the way. But we would like to stifle you a little bit. Make it safer to come down there to try and capture you. And it would seem a little safer to come down there right at the moment. Now you're looking to bleed out, potentially. No.
Ready.
So your hit points are, it says hit points at 160 still? Now how is that possible? Oh, because they used to be a heck of a lot higher. It just says 160 out of 160. Okay. And you do have regeneration. Restore 10 hit points to all body parts each turn. Yeah, and it also makes them usable again. So you would be able to shoot somebody that came down there, getting as close as we want to get to you. So, I have options here. We can really weaken things down really well here. So is it your torso that's the regeneration? So maybe if we took out a torso without killing you somehow, then you can't regenerate without killing you. So let's see if you Nefertiti, can get down here. I'm a little worried about visibility through windows and whatnot with that siren, but at the same time, I want to take care of the Revenant and attempt at least a capture. Machine Header, no offense. I know you know that, but let's see if we can take out the torso without killing. Yes, we can. Except I wouldn't be able to capture because you're bleeding so frickin' much. So it's almost like... It's really tough to get a capture going. Let's come down with our other. There you would have one zap from here. Which I don't think would be enough because the paralysis is very minor.
Advancing.
We're coming down here because we have the ability to kill if this doesn't work out for us. Because I'm almost thinking you would be able to regenerate, but then that would also mean therefore that you'd be able to shoot us. So the capture just isn't going to work. So let's come back over here.
I'm prepared.
Let's do our shot. Because what's going to happen, even if we froze him up or had the ability to freeze him up, he's going to bleed out. He's going to bleed out. And no, I do not need... Well, yeah. Well, let's do a quick aim because we're close enough.
Acquiring target.
Let's take out the regeneration torso. It's going to make him bleed even more by taking out another body part.
Gotcha.
But he can't regenerate. And the problem is, though, even though we have him freeze, he's down to 28. Yeah, the capture just doesn't make sense because he's going to bleed out. But we can at least say we tried to capture you, Machine Hater. We can say we tried to capture you to save you. now I'm just getting silly. Zip. Yeah, we don't have another zip within us, unfortunately. Unfortunately, sorry, it just wasn't going to work out. We'll do our quick aim, and we'll give you some temporary peace. You will potentially come back and face us again.
Taking aim. One down.
Okay.
Heading out.
Stay away from the siren, guys. Let's hope. And then we've got Gleaser done. And we got Jonathan now. Now with him gone. Yeah, we definitely need to upgrade our capture game is what we need to do. So what I'm going to do is, depending on which way, I'm going to shoot a couple of these guys out to help us with the siren, especially if she manages to find somebody to mind control. It's like, lordy, we need to, my goodness, we need to have some attacks nearby to take her out if that should happen. In fact, maybe Jonathan, now that he got discovered, he'll be the one he'll be the one to get mind controlled. That actually could be the case. He's close enough where she could get a line of sight. Let's find out. Oh, wait. Oh, it's down there. I was like, oh, I missed a worm, but none of us are down there, although the worm should be able to come over here and maybe hurt us. Maybe it can't travel that far. Let's find out. Oh, it just exploded where it was. Oh, it mind controlled that guy. It mind controlled one of them already. So, yeah, we have... Okay, we got a couple. Only one. No, we only got one return fire. Where is she going? She's frenzying. And she's in range of my 2 spider drones. That's the good news. Alright, so this is what we've got. We got to take her out, or at least her head at the very least. And we got Jonathan Fenrir, which she did not seem to notice yet, who might be able to shoot into that head if these fail in their job. We got one more, which he shot at but did not take out. Let's find out what this does. And then make our decision. Yes, the head is gone, which means he's no longer mind controlled. And she might, if we're lucky, not bleed out, but you know, she can't do any mind controls anymore. Therefore, Jonathan, I think you're in range with this weapon, and you can do some further damage. Oh yeah, do some further damage. Where it gives me the best chance to hit? Maybe here.
Hostile injured, but alive for now.
No, we missed that one. Oh, we missed that one. And now I gotta reload. So we didn't get her weakened down enough to bleed out, although her mobility is down to 10, so at least we know she can't reach you to slash you with those arms. So we will reload and go from there. And we got this guy back, and he won't be shooting at us anymore without that mind control. So that's all the good news. Up here, Blimpy, just to give you some kills, I'm saying worm duty. It's always a challenge to get your technician sometimes enough kills, because he's outputting all those turrets. There we go. We got 3 kills for you, Blimpy. How about that? And that's that exploded worm. So I'm thinking, does your thing have the ability to see any of these enemies? And absolutely not. It's like that wall does prohibit it from seeing where we need it to see. So with that in mind, let's move a little closer. There's no shooters right now that can hit you towards the edge to pick it back up. And then Aramex. Now we can focus back over on the acid guy over here. And why don't we just... He's a big target. Let's just... I'm torn. Yeah, let's just do a regular shot. He's a big target. It's not still a great chance to hit. Well, you did a damn good job though. And then you, let's try the same thing with you, Gleeser. And we got the thing bleeding. Still, he's got worms and he's not going to run away as a result of those injuries, but it's a start. And we'll just leave you like that. What I could do, just to keep the pressure up, is use our last rocket right here. Now it's bleeding even more. It's still not in any close range of bleeding out, but we're making progress. Jonathan, you're done. Anybody else? Blimpy's done. Okay, we got my 2 assaults. So what I'm thinking on that... And there's no way, there's no thing to climb up. I think I determined that before. So you guys are staying on the ground. What we're going to do is get you over here. You guys will have enough will for a quick aim. At least you will. We'll just shoot right in there. Now we're starting to wear him down now to where he's in bleed out range. Now you do have enough will, Nefertiti. If I can check out your movement. Yes, you can get a single shot here, and that may be enough to end the worm guy. That's a problem. That Chiron will be no more for us. You can hit it enough. Yeah. In fact, Nefertiti, no relation, Jones, took it down. Now the problem is, this guy, he's frenzied though, so he might be able to get a swipe at us. I don't think he'll be able to get enough swipes to kill anybody. So, you know, let's move you farther away, because maybe if she goes after you-know-who with the shield on his back, she won't hurt him as much. And once again, this doesn't see anything. What is that? What does he do? He's coming after us. Can he reach us? Oh, he can reach us anyway. Well, that was his last swipe he is going to do. That's for sure. This guy's going down. And he's probably between him and the running away bleeding siren, who's going to be close to bleeding out. Oh, except he took out your arm, Nefertiti. So what I was thinking, let's have you do this so you can at least get a sense of payback. Right here. And there, too bad we couldn't have had those legs taken out before, but oh well. Now we have a friend standing right nearby. And you are not the one with the aimed burst. That was Nefertiti, I think, so that would have guaranteed the finish, but we'll do this.
Target.
Now it's just the siren. And if we can find a way to give that one little extra push to the siren, why don't we do that? In fact, she's going to bleed out, but let's see if we can get the satisfaction of a kill. How about that?
Let's have a look.
Like that. And that should be it. Okay. So that's not it. There's another enemy out there. Oh, there's a Revenant. I mean, an Umbra is what it is. So I could have sworn. So there must be another enemy that we're not aware of. I could have sworn that when the mission ended and the Revenant was about to arise. I'm a little worried now all of a sudden with these guys being so close to a Revenant. I must admit. I'm very concerned all of a sudden. I didn't pay attention and notice that we were dealing with a Revenant. So I do not want to lose anybody here. What I'm thinking is This is what I got to jump down here. Get my heavies in the way.
And now.
There's another enemy out there somewhere. We're going to hunker down. And I got to protect my Nefertiti, is what I've got to do. That's what I'm thinking. Now, unfortunately, he doesn't shoot, so I don't think return fire matters, but we're just trying to get the extra armor if he's trying to swipe away at us, potentially taking a bit of hurt in the process. That would suck. I'm also going to come with you. I got to figure where would the Revenant go? I'm just trying to figure out protection. I'm worried about, you know, coming around the backside is, you know, who knows? I can put down a shield on one side versus the other with this dude. Let's hope. Now you do have some movement left. Do I dare run? Are you going to be safer where you are? That's what's going through my head. Are you going to be safer where you are? I just blocked you in on this side, so now you can't get away here. I can't, oh, and you can't shoot. And the thing is, this fire will not help versus the Umbra per se, because it's still going to appear if I had killed it via the fire grenade, which would, if I had been thinking and paying attention that it was an Umbra, we could have thrown the fire grenade instead of a regular grenade, and that could have made the difference. But instead, it will at least get it burning as it raises up from the ground. And it's still going to come for us, but oh well.
I think I'll camp here for a while.
Okay, you paid the price for it. Now that's weird. That is not how it used to work, is if the mission ended and the Umbra had not arisen. So maybe that is a modification they've made in the game. I'm going to have to make a little inquiry in the Discord, because that's not how they had it working. So I will find out the answer on that one and see if they've actually changed that now, or if that's a little glitch that they will need to still address. So we got 2 badly injured on that. Ramex put himself out there for the protection of Nefertiti, but you know, there we go. And they've added, as you can see, more descriptions on the status of injuries also. No longer are they just injured, they were badly injured. In other words, they lost some body parts and they need to go back to gain some stamina in addition to their health. All right, there we go. Items recovered. So we got a couple weapons from the mutilated New Jericho Haven personnel. We got some nice rewards, which we desperately needed. And fortunately, we aren't too far away from our base to take back the injured and get them patched up. And that was great to see our first Revenant. Welcome back, Machine Hater. And we'll be seeing more of you. That's guaranteed, because I think you might be the only one that can come back as a Revenant, because we did have another death but I think that they might not have yet had any delirium within them. So I got to refresh my memory. It's been a little while, so you may be the only Revenant we have right now available. And we failed to identify the origin of the attack, unfortunately. So we will pay to replenish what we spent, excuse me. And there we go. So what I'm going to do at this point is we're just going to stop it here. We got air game on the go with manufacturing for weapons. I'm going to have to send this airship back to get healed and once again get a couple new replacement individuals here. So we're ready for more exploring and or haven protection as we're doing our air battles. So we will keep things moving forward here. I'm getting back in the flow after having a bit of time off from being able to produce these. So I got to get back in the flow of playing this game again. So I'm a little smoother and we'll continue from here. Now I am traveling, so I should be able to release this while I'm on my travel this upcoming week. But the regular output of missions will not happen until after I'm done with my trip to Prague. And we'll get back into the regular flow. It may not be daily like it was, but it will be a regular flow once again of recorded missions because my schedule is getting figured out and ironed out and whatnot. So I will be able to do recorded missions in addition to the live streams that we've been doing also. So look forward to more. It's going to be a little of a break till the end of the week, and I get back from my trip, and then we'll get these things flowing on a semi-regular basis again, unlike the past couple months. So this is ZigZagZog signing off from somewhere in this world. Thanks so much for watching, and I do hope to see you next time.